In the year 2563, Earth is a shadow of its former glory, ravaged by a catastrophic war known as the Fall that left much of the planet in ruins. Amidst the decay, Iron City stands as a bastion of life, though one teetering on the edge of collapse. The city sprawls in the shadow of Salem, a floating utopia that the downtrodden masses below can only dream of reaching. In the streets of Iron City, survival is a daily struggle, and power belongs to those who can seize it, be they human, cyborg, or something in between. It was here, among the heaps of discarded machinery and forgotten dreams, that Dr. Dyson Ido found the remnants of a warrior. The disembodied female cyborg with an intact human brain was a relic of a bygone era. Recognizing the potential within her, Ido attached a new, advanced body to the brain and named her Alita after his deceased daughter. Reborn, Alita had no memories of her past, but her fighting instincts were as sharp as ever. She quickly made a name for herself in Iron City as both a cyborg gladiator and a hunter-warrior, feared for her unmatched combat prowess and relentless determination. Alita's fame spread far and wide, reaching even the most dangerous corners of the universe. Unbeknownst to her, her victories and growing legend had attracted the attention of an intergalactic hunter, a predator, the deadliest of its kind. This predator was no ordinary hunter. It was an upgrade assassin, engineered to be the pinnacle of its species, a living weapon designed to track and eliminate the most formidable opponents across the galaxy. For this predator, Alita was the ultimate quarry. The predator's arrival on Earth went unnoticed by the inhabitants of Iron City, but its presence would soon be felt. It landed on the outskirts, where the city's metal carcass met the wilds of the wasteland, its ship a dark, silent sentinel against the night sky. The upgrade assassin predator emerged, its advanced cloaking technology rendering it invisible to all but the most sophisticated sensors. It moved through the ruins like a shadow, observing the city's inhabitants, analyzing their movements, searching for the one it had come to hunt. The predator's technology allowed it to scan for the most powerful energy signatures in the area, quickly identifying Alita's unique cybernetic body as a prime target. But the predator was patient. It observed her from afar, studying her fighting techniques as she dispatched a notorious gang of cyborg criminals in the dead of night. Alita's skill and precision were remarkable, even to the predator, which only heightened its desire to engage her in battle. The hunt was on, and the predator would not rest until it claimed its trophy. As Alita returned to the heart of Iron City, unaware of the deadly force that stalked her, the predator began to eliminate the weaker prey. It moved through the darkened alleys, taking out cyborgs and humans alike with ruthless efficiency. Bodies were found torn apart, their technology ripped from their bodies as if by a feral beast. The citizens of Iron City were gripped by fear, rumors spreading of a ghostly killer in their midst. Alita, however, was focused on her next bounty. Word had reached her of a high-value target hiding in the industrial district, a cyborg with connections to the criminal underworld that controlled much of Iron City. As she made her way through the labyrinth of factories and warehouses, her senses were heightened, but she still did not sense the predator's presence. The predator, meanwhile, was getting closer. It had tracked Alita to the industrial district, using its advanced vision modes to scan the environment for any sign of her. The area was a perfect hunting ground, a maze of metal and machinery, with countless places to hide and ambush. The predator moved with caution, knowing that Alita would not be an easy kill. She was unlike any prey it had faced before, and that excited the hunter within it. Alita's search for her target led her to an abandoned factory, its once bustling machinery now silent and rusted. The air was thick with the smell of oil and decay. She moved through the shadows, her blade at the ready, senses on high alert. But as she approached the location where her bounty was supposedly hiding, she felt a strange unease, a feeling that she was not alone. Without warning, the predator struck. Its cloaking device deactivated as it lunged at Alita from above, wrist blades aimed to impale her. But Alita's reflexes were honed from countless battles. She leaped back, her blade cutting through the air as she deflected the attack. The predator landed on the ground, its massive form towering over her, its alien visage revealed as its mask was torn away in the struggle. Alita stared at the creature before her, recognizing instantly that this was no ordinary opponent. The predator's mandibles clicked as it sized her up, its red eyes glowing with a cold, calculating intelligence. The two warriors circled each other, each waiting for the other to make the first move. The predator attacked first, its plasma caster firing a barrage of energy blasts that Alita dodged with incredible agility. She sprinted towards the predator, her blade a blur as she aimed for its exposed flesh. The predator blocked her strikes with its wrist blades, the two combatants locked in a deadly dance of steel and plasma. The battle raged through the factory, their blows sending sparks flying and metal screeching as they clashed. Alita's speed and precision were unmatched, but the predator's strength and durability were overwhelming. It parried her strikes with ease, retaliating with bone-crushing blows that sent shockwaves through her body. As the fight continued, Alita began to adapt. She analyzed the predator's movements, searching for a pattern, a weakness she could exploit. She noticed that its plasma caster had a brief cooldown period after each volley, a window of opportunity she could use to strike. Timing her movements perfectly, she baited the predator into firing again, then closed the distance in a flash, her blade slicing into its side. The predator roared in pain, its green blood spraying across the factory floor, but it was far from defeated. With a surge of fury, it activated a second set of wrist blades, catching Alita off guard. The blades cut deep into her arm, severing critical components and forcing her to drop her weapon. Alita staggered back, her system struggling to compensate for the damage. Realizing she was at a disadvantage, Alita switched tactics. She used her surroundings to her advantage, leading the predator into a series of traps she quickly improvised with the factory's machinery. She activated a conveyor belt, sending a barrage of metal debris at the predator, then used her remaining arm to unleash a powerful energy blast that knocked it off balance. But the predator was relentless. It shrugged off the attacks, its focus never wavering. It pursued Alita with a single-minded determination, its wrist blades flashing as it closed in for the kill. Alita, her systems failing, made one last desperate attempt to defeat the creature. She charged at the predator, using her incredible speed to disorient it, then launched herself into the air, aiming for a critical strike to its head. In a moment of brutal efficiency, the predator caught her mid-air, its wrist blades piercing through her chest. Alita gasped, her eyes wide with shock as she realized the fight was over. The predator, victorious, held her suspended in the air for a moment before ripping her head from her body with a savage twist. Alita's head, still showing faint signs of life, was lifted high by the predator, who let out a triumphant roar that echoed through the factory. The legend of Alita, the battle angel, ended in that moment, her final battle a testament to her strength and courage. As the predator stood over its fallen prey, it took a moment to examine its hard-won trophy. Alita's head, once filled with life and determination, now hung lifeless in its grasp. Satisfied, the predator activated a beacon on its wrist, signaling its ship to retrieve it. The battle was over, and the predator had claimed the ultimate prize. The citizens of Iron City, who had witnessed the battle from afar, were left in a state of shock and mourning. Alita had been their champion, their hope in a world filled with darkness. Now, she was gone, taken by a force they could not understand or combat. As the predator's ship ascended into the sky, disappearing into the void from which it came, Iron City was left to pick up the pieces. The memory of Alita would live on in the hearts of those she had protected, a symbol of defiance in a world that demanded submission. But even as the story of Alita spread, becoming legend, there were those who whispered of the creature that had taken her life. They spoke of the ultimate hunter, a being from the stars that came to Earth seeking the greatest challenge. And in the end, it had found it in the heart of Iron City, in the form of a warrior named Alita. The predator, now with Alita's head added to its collection, left Earth behind, its hunt complete. It would travel to distant worlds, seeking new prey, always in search of the next worthy opponent. But in the annals of its history, the battle with Alita would be remembered as one of its greatest triumphs.